The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Your lady Jessamine. Who is here now?
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I'm with you, even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah, which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
It takes. We'll be picking up balusters and spindles made of Zirconian umberwood.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed umberwood export to protect the trees.
Can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding an exotics to their touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a river-cross shovel to use as an ashtray, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money. Huh? Air feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful. He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says, yeah, settle down, stomach. Dinner will be. What was that?
What's going on?
Did you hear that?
So let's see. What was it?
Come out wherever you are.
I wonder who that... What?
Damn you!
Oh, shit!
Did I close my locker before coming out? Last time I left it open. Someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Think you're funny?
What?
Brianna Ashworth.
Is someone there?
Of the Royal Conservatory.
By the strictures!
For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something's happening that I don't understand. The overseers of the forward faith of the Abbey are equally important to our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Where did you go?
Think you're being quiet? Shit.
Welcome. Obviously, you are someone with refined tastes. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? It's a pleasure to have such a... What a pleasant surprise to see you again. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. An excellent choice. Bloodflies are worse here than any district in Kanaka. And it used to be... I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. It was a pleasure to serve you. All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory. One can see them. Truly a shame.
Who's there?
He's gotta die, yeah, but please.
What?
Not today.
What's coming from here?
Let's see. Have a look around.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Wait till he puts on those boots. Sees the surprise I like.
Karnaka, my Karnaka.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
A new empress sits on the throne in Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah Kaldwin, the first of her name. May she reign forever. There are some traitors who question her claim to the throne. Morally, tibia, treasonous nations skulking cold gloomy north. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. Draconis will fight for Delilah to the bitter end. question the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Draconian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Bales, my good friend. He's a patriot, a man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land's silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No questions, no complaints. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Zirconian spirit. That's what we need.
Smell. Is it the fountain? Yeah, the water gets nasty. It flows from the fountain to the conservatory basement. There was work being done, so there's a grate missing. Maybe some animal crawled in there and died. It's disgusting. You'd think someone inside the conservatory would...
Not this time.
Sure.
You up there, really?
Wicked ladies and hunters of slithering things in the hours before dawn, former milkmaids and magistrates, come before me and bow, for I am Delilah, your queen.
All hail Delilah! The moon in the sky and the mist lying over the lake like a blanket.
Amelia, dear, if Brianna hears you and her mood is off, you're going to lose an eye making fun like that.
She's only having fun, Francesca. And Brianna's too busy with the communion to be bothered. She's got her mind on the Sisters of the Oracular Order.
Yes, because otherwise the Abbey will see us all blackened by fire. Now stop with this nonsense.
Can't even...
Next time, I'll try it with a waxing gibbous. And if that doesn't do it, then I've got no idea.
The conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
Twisted things she made.
Fresh air really helped.
Some she can do flows down to us.
It doesn't seem fair.
Think about working your fingers raw, weaving nets, or raising cows to slaughter. Any of the gifts we receive is better than living under the boot.
That's true. A wise way to look at things, but it won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor.
is not the same. Full of tricks, but I have faith Delilah could do such a thing.
More than anything. I don't care what anybody says.
Jindosh was tiresome. How does this even work?
Why did you huh? You want to die! I won't let her escape! Now I'll begin!
No farther. Ow! Someone there.
Like that. Better have a look. What?
Let's have a look around.
Martha, won't you marry me? 12 weeks have I been at sea.
I think I just saw something.
Pretty sure I saw something. Let's see. What was it? I wonder who that was.
That's your last mistake. I think her head is worth a fortune.
I'm surprised to see you again.
Can't see shit. Time to die, little girl.
Who shouldn't have wandered outside?
Welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not do it. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Welcome back. Please, take your time. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. An excellent choice. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. Please, visit again soon.
No way!
Once called Copper Spoon, now Kaldwin. My name is Delilah. I've bested the infamous Royal Protector and...
told he's a gibbering idiot now.
I don't know. Forgive me.
No, my dear. It's a loss.
Sokolov was taken.
Who would want that energy? How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
From a fountain in the town where she was born.
And this business.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. The tricky thing, touching the void comes up the device.
Blood and millions. I look forward to using it myself.
So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had. Please, no. Please, no.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up. If only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes. Let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.